Welcome to episode number 6 of MLB The Show 22 Postseason Series. And today, I'm obviously playing my MLB The Show 22 Postseason Bracket, I guess. Or my Postseason Series, Postseason Bracket, whatever you want to call it. Well, it's really both, my Postseason Series and my Postseason Bracket, as a bracket is right on the screen in front of you. It's Game 5, Twins, Minnesota Twins, Tampa Bay Rays, in Tampa, or really St. Petersburg, at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida, like I just said. The winner of the game will play the Houston Astros in the ALCS, and the loser, of course, will go home. And in the NL side of the bracket, you already knew, I believe, the Braves won their series against the Braves. The Brewers did 3-1, and then the Dodgers and Giants, they're going to Game 5 as well. I don't think you knew that. I don't think so. In the last episode, but either way, that series is going to Game 5, and the winner of the Game 5 between the Dodgers and the winner of Game 5 between the Dodgers and the Giants will play the Milwaukee Brewers in the NLCS, and obviously, of course, the loser will go home. And then the Chicago-Houston series is already over. Houston won Game 5, as I'll show you the final scores between the last episode and this episode, which was only... So you did not know, by the way, Game 5 or a series between the Giants and the Dodgers did go to Game 5, as the Giants won Game 4 of that series, 4-3 over the Dodgers in LA, and then Game 5 between the White Sox and the Astros in Houston. Astros won it in walk-off fashion at 3-2, and that was zoomed out right there, so the camera can get back into focus. But yeah, Chicago at Houston, Game 5, or White Sox at Astros, really. The Astros won at 3-2. On a Yordan Alvarez two-run, the Astros won it 3-2 in 9 innings, but it was in walk-off fashion as the White Sox were up 2-1 going into the bottom of the 9th. Liam Hendricks came in, gave up, I think it was a walk, then there was a stolen base, then another walk, sacked bunt that moved both runners up, and then there was runners at second and third, one out for Alex Bregman. He was intentionally walked. Yordan Alvarez came up and hit a two-run walk-off single at the middle to give the Astros the Game 5 win 3-2, and the Astros, obviously, like I said, won Game 5 3-2 in walk-off fashion, and they'll be playing the Twins or the Rays in the ALCS. If it's the Twins, Carlos Correa, the Twins shortstop, will be playing his former team. And Yordan Alvarez, the Astros DH and the Astros cleanup man, ended up driving in all 3 runs for the Astros because he had a solo home run in the bottom of the 5th. Because it was 1-0 in Chicago, then Alvarez tied it with a solo home run, and the White Sox took the lead in the top of the 6th, and then obviously then Yordan Alvarez had the 2-run walk-off single up the middle to win the game 3-2 in 9 innings, as the Astros won Game 5 3-2, and they won the series 3-2. So the Astros won Game 5, like I said, 3-2, and they won the series 3-2. As yeah, I don't know why the camera is blurry. And that's right. I'm sorry I was zooming out like 3 times, though. If you zoom in or zoom out, get back into focus. I've seen that. But yeah, winner of this game between it's Game 5, like I said, between the Twins and the Rays. Winner will play the Houston Astros in the ALCS, and the loser, of course, will go home. Starting pitching matchup: Joe Ryan versus Corey Kluber. Joe Ryan for the Twins, Corey Kluber for the Rays. Now, this is the starting pitching matchup for Game 1, which the Rays won 1-0. So Joe Ryan ended up getting the loss. He's 0-1 with a 1.23 ERA, and then Corey Kluber is 1-0 with a 0 ERA. And by the way, yeah. So if the Twins do this to the ALCS, I'll be filming the entirety of the ALCS. Obviously, each game will be a separate video. And if the Twins don't get to the ALCS, then I'll do a coin toss off camera to determine if I'm only filming the ALCS or the NLCS. So, yeah, so you guys will find out, say the Twins lose this game, you'll find out in the next episode of the series if I'm filming the ALCS or the NLCS. And obviously, if the Twins win this game, I'll be filming the ALCS because the Twins are going to be in it, and the Twins are my favorite team. So, let's get into Game 5 right now. Let's get into it right now. Oh, Rosarena is no longer injured. He, and then a bat sniff. Oh, yeah, by the way. Oh, yeah, but hold on. So, for the Twins, Alex Kirilloff, their left fielder, has a lat muscle strain. He suffered some pre-game activities before Game 4, so he's out 1 to 6 days. And then it's now for the Rays. Rosarena's dead now. So Rosarena's back with Tampa Bay. Unfortunately, Kirilloff, who later had a lat muscle strain in pre-game activities before Game 4, will not be playing here in Game 5. And he's out 1 to 6 days. Now, obviously, it won't matter if the Twins get eliminated here, but if they do win, move on to the ALCS, he'll probably be back for the ALCS. And if, say, Kirilloff misses game, say, 1 or 2 or both, he'll be back. But I don't know if the Twins get to the ALCS, I'm not sure if he's only back by the game 1 of the ALCS. But if it's not back by game 1 of the ALCS, he'll probably be back by games 2 or 3 maybe. Anyway, let's get into the game right now. Rays are the red controller and the Twins are the blue controller. Home uniforms for the Rays, road uniforms for the Twins. Tropicana Field holds 25,025, opened in 1990. Presentation mode broadcast, quick counts on. Torrey Kluber versus Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan is a rookie. Joe Ryan's a righty and 76 overall, and Torrey Kluber is a righty and 83 overall. Let's get into the game. Obviously not the lineups, but so we're facing a righty, so the DH for the Twins will be Nick Gordon. Kirilloff is still here. He's not like on the, because it's 1 to 6 days, so I won't put him on the IL, because it's 10-day IL, 15-day IL, or 60-day IL. So because it's only 1 to 6 days of that lat muscle strain, he's on the bench. So then left field will be Trevor Larnach, and he'll be batting 8th, where Kirilloff was batting. Obviously, Larnach will be batting 8th and in left field. Hit in the place of Kirilloff in the field and in the batting order. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. On the play opponents for this game, and John Shambi is not turned down at all. Let's get into game 5. Winner takes all. Winner will move on to the winner of this game will play the Houston Astros in the ALCS. And, of course, the loser will go home. Let's get into the game right now. Remember, if it's the Twins and Astros, Carlos Correa, the Twins shortstop, will be playing his former team. We are here at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida for this winner-take-all Game 5 of the 2022 ALDS. And the 2022 ALDS features the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi everybody, Vinny J and Stewie 42, 18 Man Cave. Welcome to the Postseason Baseball here on the show as it's winner-take-all Game 5 of this Best of 5 2022 ALDS, as the winner of this game will play the Houston Astros in the ALCS, and the loser obviously will go home. As the Rays won Game 1, 1-0, the Twins won Game 2, 2-1, the Rays won Game 3, 6-4, and the Twins won Game, and the Rays won Game 3, 6-4, and the Twins won Game 4, 2-1. So the Rays won Game 1 and 3, and the Twins won Game 2 and 4. First pitch of this winner-take-all Game 5, and the first pitch of this winner-take-all Game 5 of the ALDS comes your way next. Torrey Kluber, one start here in the postseason. You have to start in Game 1 of the series. Pitched 8 innings. Gave up no runs, no earned runs. Gave up only 4 hits, 0.63 whip, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And like I said, he got the win. Pitched 8 innings in Game 1 of the series. Got the win, and the Rays won Game 1, 1-0. Twins won Game 2, 2-1. The Rays won Game 3, 6-4. And the Twins won Game 4. The Rays won Game 1, 1-0. The Twins won Game 2, 2-1. The Rays won Game 3, 6-4, and the Twins won Game 4, 2-1. So that was the final score of all for the first 4 games. So the Rays won Game 1 and 3, and the Twins won, or the Rays won Game 1 and 3, and the Twins won Game 2 and 4. As the winner of this game, like I said, will play the Astros in the ALCS, and the loser, of course, will go home. Here's Byron Buxton, lead it off this evening here in Game 5. Slur, cutter, center, a circle change, and a forcing fastball for Kluber as we're on your way in this winner-take-all Game 5. 2-1 pitch to Buxton. Foul ball in the slurve below the zone, 2-2 to Buxton as he's leading off for Minnesota here in Game 5. 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball in the circle change. He's slurve and the circle change below the zone. He fouled both of them back. Now 1-2 pitch. Or 2-2 pitch, excuse me. Ground ball, Lau behind second. Got to hurry. Butson has 98 speed. Got him. One down, lead up the ball game. And here's the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Byron Butson, Luis Arraez, Carlos Correa, Jorge Polanco, Gio Urshela, Max Kepler, Darius Sanchez, Trevor Larnach, and for the injured Alex Kirilloff, and then Nick Gordon, the DH. One home run in the postseason for the Twins, and it was by Carlos Correa. It was a solo home run by Carlos Correa in the bottom of the first in Game 4. And the Twins ended up winning Game 4 2-1 in 10 innings. 3-0 hitters count now to Arraez, the Twins' first baseman. And that is in there. Drop the circle change in there. Full count to Luis Arraez. He's been at 261 here in the postseason. Yeah, I think he has 3 RBIs, including a walk-off hit in the AL wildcard. And to send the Twins to the ALDS. Ground ball, Wander Franco. Zips it over to first. 2 down here in the first. Now it's Carlos Correa who has the only home run for the Twins here in the postseason, as he had a solo home run in the bottom of the first in Game 4 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago in this game. Here we go. 2-1 count now to Correa. Ground ball at the middle. Flat down by Lau behind second. Well, Dick Correa by, what, 2 or 3 steps in and over. 1-2-3 to the Twins. Rays coming to the bat. No score, and this winner take all Game 5. Joe Ryan, 1 star in the postseason, was in Game 1 of the series. He got the loss. Only gave up 1 earned run. It was in the bottom of the 8th after he came out of the game, but when he came out of the game, the runner who ended up scoring was on base, so the runner was responsible. Was the responsibility of Joe Ryan, and he ended up scoring, and the Rays won Game 1 1-0. And Joe Ryan only gave up 1 run, 1 earned run, but still got the loss. Here we are here today. He's trying to get the win, but even if he doesn't get the win, as long as the Twins get the win, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball's crushed. Lau leads off Game 5 with a bang for the Rays. Going a home run. Lau with a leadoff home run for the Rays. 380 feet to right field. And the Rays strike first in Game 5. The Rays' first home run of the series comes here in the first inning in Game 5, and the Rays strike first in this winner take all Game 5. Solo home run for Lau, the straightaway right field. 1-0 Tampa here in the first. As the Rays strike first in this winner take all Game 5. That's the first hit for the Rays in the series. It's a good time that did it, as Lau leads off the game for the Rays here in the bottom of the first with a solo. 380 feet, 96 miles per hour off the bat. Did start for the Rays, their first home run of the series. And no better time they did it, as Lau leads off the game for the Rays in the bottom of the first with a solo home run. 1-0 Tampa here in Game 5. Now to start for Minnesota. That's a fly ball left field now. That's what I'm saying. The yard. Larnach is back. It was pretty deep though, but he's got it, and straight away left field. 1 down. And here's our lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Brandon Lau, Wander Franco, Austin Meadows at DH, Randy Arozarena, who's now back after his brief injury, G-Man Choi, Yandy Diaz, Manuel Mardo, Mike Zanino, and Kevin Kiermaier. And it says the Rays have 0 home runs in the postseason. Now it's 1 because Lau, that was coming into the day they had 0, but now they have 1 because of the Lau solo home run. Here we go. There's Austin Meadows at Tampa Bay DH. Ground ball off of Ryan. It might have hit him in the head, or the face, or it might hit his glove. And everybody, not everybody, because there's only one, it was only the batter, but Meadows is safe at first base. And I don't think that hit him, I think that hit him in the glove. It might have hit him in the face, I'm not sure. Now 1 on 1 out for Randy Arozarena, who I believe missed Games 3 and 4, I believe, or with some injury. And I think he suffered in pre-game activities before Game 3, but he's back for Game 5, 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right to Polanco, and he botched it as it hit the heel of his glove, and everybody's safe. And the Rays are starting to really pound it. That's a score decision, is a base hit. 2 on 1 out for Tampa for G-Man Choi. And they're starting to knock Joe Ryan around here. Already a home run and then 2 singles. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, this should be 2. Correa, 7 the bat for 1. Throw to Arraez at first, and Arraez picked the low throw. And that's what Joe Ryan and the Twins needed to get out of the jam. But Brandon Lau did a solo home run. And that was the first home run in the series for the Rays. And it's a solo home run by Brandon Lau. And the 1-0 Rays in this winner take all Game 5. Top 2, 1-0 Tampa. Here's Jorge Polanco. This one's down early. here in Game 5. Ground ball. Franco, the shortstop, basically in the center base position. Throw to first is in time. One down here in the second. Now it's Gio Urshela. He's been at 158 here in the postseason. There are obviously 5 games because the Twins were in the AL wildcard game. Ground ball, Lau now with the home run in the bottom of the first. Throw to showing 2 down. I mean, the Twins and Torrey Kluber started game 1, only got 4 hits for the Twins, and then there were 8 innings, and obviously in the 9, the Twins, I believe, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. So the Twins only got 4 hits against Kluber in game 1. Now it's hit hard. Diamond stop by Diaz. Will throw to first, but Kepler beats it out as Diaz dove to his left, was able to beat it out, or Diaz dove to his left, stopped it cleanly, but Kepler, I can't speak. Kepler beat it out. And now it's 1 on 2 out for Gary Sanchez. He's been at 438 here in the postseason. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And now going first to third is Kepler. Throw to third by Kiermaier is not going to be in time, and it's offline, but it would have been safe anyways. Runs in the corners, 2 outs. That was a slow chopper that through the infield. That got through the infield. That allowed Kepler to hit the third. Now runs in the corners, 2 outs for Trevor Larnach. Twins trying to tie the game just in a blink of an eye. Bat-to-bat 2-out signals. Tying run 90 feet away. Tying run is 90 feet away at third base for Larnach. Fly ball, left center, pretty deep. Kiermaier is back, and he is there. And the Twins strand runners at the corners. Middle of 2, the score is still 1-0 Rays here in Game 5. Bottom 2, Game 5, winner takes all, 1-0 Tampa. Bottom 2, here's Yanni Diaz, who still does not have a hit here in the postseason. An over in games 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ground ball snagged by Ryan. 1 down. Diaz is, I believe Yanni Diaz doesn't have a hit in the postseason. Doesn't have an RBI. I believe it had an RBI ground out in Game 3. Obviously, Game 3 was the highest scoring game in the series because it was 1-0 Tampa in Game 1, 2-1 Minnesota in Game 2, it was 6-4 Tampa in Game 3, and then 2-1 Minnesota in Game 4. So in the series, except for Game 3, obviously Game 3 was 10 runs scored, 6 for the Rays, 4 for the Twins, but in Games 1, 2, and 4 was, Games 2 and 4 it was 2-1 win. A 2-1 win for the Twins, and obviously Game 1 was a 1-0 win for the Rays. 1-0 Rays here in Game 5, bottom 2, here's Manuel Mardo, he's been at 429. Fly ball is hit well, perfect. This will stay in the yard, this one will stay in the yard. Caught by Matt Kepler, 2 down. And now it's Mike Zunino who's batting 214, Kiermaier on deck. 21st pitch of the game for Ryan, they're almost 2 innings of work. Here in Game 5, foul ball, 2 and 2, or still 1 and 2 to Zunino. I said Kiermaier that if Zunino gets on. That's a little jam shot where no one was, and it's past the Diamond Polanco. 2 outs in over Zunino, although he got jammed, but no one was there. The shift was on. 2 outs in over Zunino, 1 on 2 out for Kiermaier. Then it's Lau if Kiermaier can get on. If you're Ryan, you do not want to face Lau with possibly 2 men aboard. Ground ball, charging his straight. He's got to hurry. Throw is in time to get Kiermaier by half a step. 1 hit and 1 left for Tampa, and the 2 scores 1-0 Rays in Game 5. 9-1-2 due up for the Twins in the top of the third. It's Nick Gordon in the DH, then it's Buxton, and then a rise. He's been at 258. Gordon is 30th pitch of the game for Kluber. Fly ball center field. Kiermaier is there. 1 down. Now it's Buxton who grounded out in the first. Really, a 1-0 pitch from Kluber to Buxton. That ball's crushed by Buxton. Back is Kiermaier. That ball is gone for a home run. And Buxton's tied the game. Buxton's first home run of the series and the postseason, and Game 5 is tied. A big fly for Byron Buxton. It's a solo shot, and this game is tied as Rocco Baldelli, who's the guy sitting on the bench right there, is the Twins manager. He's loving it as Buxton goes yard. His first home run of the series and the postseason, and it's a tie game, 1-1 here in Game 5. As jumping at the wall was Kiermaier. He did have that arrow try to rob the home run. 419 feet, 103 miles per hour off the bat. We're just out of the reach of Tiermeyer in center, and this game is tied as he clubbed the 14 bounce ball at 90 miles per hour at the bottom of the zone. It was basically on the bottom of the zone. You can kind of see it down there. Only 90 miles per hour because his fastball, 14 fastball, goes from 88 to 92 miles per hour, and Buxton hit it out. As Tiermeyer did have the arrows to try to rob the home run, but unfortunately could not rob it, as he did jump, but it was out of his reach. Solo home run for Buxton. It's a 1-1 game. Here's Arise. Arise with a ground past the Diamond Diaz, fielded by Franco, deep in the hole. What a play by Wander Franco, by the Diamond Diaz, then deep in the hole. Franco gunned down Arise, and now it's Correa. 1-1 game, or 1-2 pitch, excuse me. It's a 1-1 game, 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, Lau, who hit the solo home run for the Rays. Throw to first is in time, but the Twins tie the game with a solo home run of their own, and it was by that man, Byron Buxton. Middle of 3, the score is now 1-1 in Game 5. Here's Lau, who had a solo home run in the bottom of the first. Obviously, then Buxton had a solo home run for the Twins in the top of the third. 1-1 game in Game 5, bottom 3. 2-2 pitch to Lau. I just said home run in the first. Fly ball left center field. This one will stay in the yard. Back is Buxton and Larnett. Buxton will call off Larnett and make the catch in left center field. 1 down. Now it's Franco. Flew out in the first. Then 2-14 here in the postseason. 31st pitch of the game for Ryan. Ground ball, Correa. One shortstop grounds up to the other. 2 down. Here's Meadows, 7 for 11 with 7 singles and 2 RBIs in the series. 1 for 1 with, I believe, a single in the game. Here we had a 2-1 pitch to the Rays DH. Ground ball, Urshela, the only guy on the left side of the infield. Throw to first is in time. Urshela was the only guy on the left side of the infield. And Meadows grounded out to Urshela. 1-2-3 to the Rays, into 3, 1-1 in Game 5. Top 4, Game 5. Winner will move on to the ALCS to play the Astros, and of course the loser will go home. Here's Polanco, leading off for Minnesota in the top of the 4th. Twins 1, Rays 1. 40th pitch of the game for Kluber. Ground ball past Kluber. Franco's there behind second. Zips it over to Choi, 1 down. Now Urshela, 2 for 16 with 2 singles in the series. 0 for 1 in the game. He's been struggling. Here we go. 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball in the circle change it. Hunt up for a second. 84 miles per hour. Fouled back. 1-2 to the Twins' third baseman. Ground ball past Kluber. Fielded by Wander Franco. Throw to first. 2 outs. Actually, I think it's Wander Franco. I've been saying Franco and Franco this entire series. 2 down for Kepler. Who had an infield single on his last at bat. 45th pitch of the game for Kluber. Almost 4 innings of work. Ground ball. That's punched past Franco and then past Lau. 2 out single for Kepler. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. 1 on 2 out now for, I believe, Gary Sanchez. So single also in the second inning. But he was trying at first base. Here we go. Larnett done that if Sanchez can get on. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, a base hit. And this time Kepler will stop at second. Throw behind the runner. Not in time. So the Sanchez signal earlier was a little bit slower, so Kepler was able to get the third. This one, Kepler stopped second. 2 on 2 out now for Larnett. Runners in the corners, 2 outs last. And last at bat flew out to Tiermeyer. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And his second at bat. Trying to do the Twins their first lead of Game 5. 50th pitch of the game for Kluber. Ground ball back to Kluber. Threw in the center, ground ball back to Kluber, in and over. And the Twins trying to pair runners. Middle of 4, the score is 1-1. Bottom 4, we're back here in Tampa. 1-1 game. Winner take all Game 5. Here's Rosarena. Rosarena would ground on to Polanco, which he fields cleanly, unlike the last one. Right at first is in time, 1 down. Now it's Choi. 0 for 1. I believe a double play in his last at bat, which is back in the first inning. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, or not ground ball, fly ball, deep left, center field. Back is Lawrence at the wall, and he makes the catch. And he runs into the wall as he makes the catch in deep left center field. not the deepest part of the park, but it was deep left center field still. It wasn't a ground ball. I don't know if I said ground ball. It was a fly ball that was caught by Lerner at the wall in left center field. Here's Diaz Luna for his first hit of the series. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, and he still did that. He's probably like 0 for like 20 or something now. Throw to first is picked by Ryan. That was a horrendous throw by Polanco. And the score is the Rays 1 and the Twins 1. Well, the score is the Twins 1 and the Rays 1. I think I said that backwards. There's Nick Gordon, the Minnesota DH, top of the order follow, and Buxton, who homered in his last at bat, and then a rise. 55th pitch of the game. That was a 55th pitch for Kluber, the foul ball. 2-2 to Gordon. To the pitch. Ground ball at the middle. Diamond is Franco. And it's up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff single for Gordon. 1 on, nobody out for Byron Buxton. Homered earlier to tie the game. He homered it in third to tie the game. What can he do now? 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. This should be 2. It's almost impossible to double up Buxton. Second one. First! Buxton beats it out by a step. 1 on, 1 out now for a rise. As Gordon, and the Rays actually might challenge. He looked safe live time or real time, but they will ask for 20 seconds to try to maybe challenge. He looked safe though, so but you never know. I don't actually. Oh yeah, no. There was only 1 second left, and if you let the time run out, then you don't challenge. So with 1 second left, I'm not gonna challenge. Even if the time ran out, you was safe. 1 on, 1 out now for Luis Reyes. 0 for 2 in the game. 1 on, 1 out, top 5. Ground ball, Diaz. This should be 2. Diaz, Lau, Choi. This one's a double play and an over. Halfway home in game 5. The score is the Twins 1 and the Rays 1. And we know bottom 5 as we're officially in the second half of game 5. Still a 1-1 day. No action either bullpen. 46 pitch tone for Ryan and it's Manuel Mardo. Ground ball, Polanco. He's got what? A few of those. Throw to a rise, 1 down. Now it's Mike Zunino, Kevin Tiermeyer on deck. Swing and a miss on a slider at 80 miles per hour. Acquired from Seattle as Zunino was in 2018. Here we go. 50th pitch of the game for Ryan. They're 4 1/3. To the pitch to Zunino. Snapped his bat. Watch the barrel of the bat. Almost hit Ryan. But the drum will bat to Ryan. Throw to a rise, 2 down here in the 5th. So both pitchers are dimming up a solo home run, but other than that, I mean, they didn't have pitch, but no other runs, obviously. Here we go, 1-1 pitch to Tiermeyer. Lau on deck if Tiermeyer gets on. Ground ball off of the pitcher, Ryan, coming in Urshela, but throw to first is not in time. 2 out single for Tiermeyer, 1 on, 2 out now for Lau, who's 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the 1st inning. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, hit the side of the mound, thrown by Polanco is offline. The pull the runs on first base, and now there's 2 on, 2 out now for Wander Franco, and they called that a hit. So both teams have 6 hits, both teams have 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. 2 on, 2 out now for Wander Franco. Fly ball on the line, can Lerner get there? No, as it hits the bullpen mound, the Twins bullpen down the left field line. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball base hit! And here comes Tiermeyer. Throw home by Buxton. It's up the line. And everybody's safe. It's an RBI single for Wander Franco. And the Rays retake the lead in game 5. 3 straight 2-out singles. And the runner at second scores. The runner at first got the third. Runs in the corners. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Bottom 5. And the Rays have a 2-1 lead. And they're selling up Jordan Balanovich, the Twins bullpen down the left field line. Ryan trying to limit the damage. His 60th pitch coming. They're almost 5 minutes of work. Trying to keep it at 2-1. Ground ball. Correa will feel it. Step on the bat. Center base bat for the force, and the inning's over. But the Rays do take the Rays do retake the lead here in game 5 on this RBI single by Wander Franco. 2-1 Rays after 5 innings of play here in game 5. Top sets in game 5, 2-1 Tampa Bay. Here comes Correa, who has a home run in the series, and I believe he has I think it's at 4 hits, including a home run in game 4. Ground ball, slow chopper, fielded by Lau. Correa has 49 speed, and he's out by 2 steps, 1 down. Now Polanco, 0 for 2 in the game, 5 for 17 with 5 singles and an RBI in the series. 1-2 pitch. Minnesota cleanup and fly ball right center, pretty deep, but it's well shy of the wall on the track. 2 down. And now Urshela is, like I said, 0 for 2 in the game, 2 for 17 in the series, trying to get on as Sanchez or Kepler's on deck. Ground ball, Choi will throw it to Kluber, and he'll step on the bat, and it over. 1-2-3 to the Twins. Manoah sits to score as the Rays 2, and the Twins 1. 4-5 sits do it for the Rays in the bottom of the sits, as it's Rosarena, Choi, and Diaz. Still in the game is Ryan. This is the 64th pitch of the game. Bottom sits in game 5, 2-1 Rays. Ground ball right side, Polanco. He's had like 5 of those in this game. Throw to Arise, 1 down. Now it's Choi. 0 for 2 in the game, 4 for 14 with 4 singles and an RBI in the series. 2-1 pitch to Choi, the Rays first baseman. Ground ball, Urshela will feel it as the shift goes on. Throwing the run, got G-Man Choi, 2 down. Had to have a play by Gio Urshela. Now it's Yandy Diaz, 0 for 2 with a couple of ground out cylinder for his first hit of the postseason and the series. 70th pitch of the game for Ryan. They're almost 6 innings of work. Hit hard, but Polanco is right there. In and over. 1-2-3 to the Rays, but to the 7th. Still 2-1 Rays. Here we go, and here's Kepler. 2 for 2 in the game with 2 singles. Then it's Sanchez, then it's Larnach. Now watching the Tampa Bay bullpen. Balamovich is still up in the Minnesota bullpen. 1-1 pitch. Oh, ground ball charging his fronto. He's got to hurry. And he got Kepler by half a step. 1 down. As he could not beat that one out. And now it's Sanchez, 2 for 2, 2 singles. He's 9 for 13 with 9 singles and 2 RBIs in the series. So he's actually doing pretty well here in this series. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right back to Corey Kluber. 2 down quickly here in the 7th. And now it's Larnach, 0 for 2 with a fly on a ground out. Then it's Jordan, a DH if he gets on. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball into the shift. Fronto from the right of second. In and over. 1-2-3 to the Twins. 7 inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Rays lead it 2-1 here in game 5. Bottom 7, 2-1 Rays. Winners take on game 5. Rays are 6 outs away from the ALCS. The Rays only are up by 1. Are only up by 1. Mardo, Zanino, and Kiermaier. Ground ball pass, Arise. As it was passed to Ivan Arise, but Polanco was able to field it in shallow right field and throw to Joe Ryan, the pitcher covering first base. Does a 4-1 ground out officially, and it goes down as a 4-1 ground out in the butts. 1 down here in the 7th. Here's Zanino. Foul ball 1-2 to the Rays catcher. Kiermaier on deck. I mean, the pitch count for the per inning for the Ryan. There hasn't been an inning he's thrown. I think more than like 15 pitches, but down 2-1, and the Rays or the Twins only have 6 more outs. The work goes popped up as he jammed in with the 14 fastball. Ryan is there. 2 down for Kiermaier. Now it's Kiermaier, 1 for 2 the single and scored the second run for the Rays in his last at bat. And the RBI single at Fronto. Do not want Lau up at the end of this inning. Ground ball back to Ryan, and he's through 7 innings here in game 5. And he's giving up 2 runs here, 2 runs. Ryan through 7 innings of work. He's giving up 2 runs, both earned, and his team's down 2-1 as we hit at the 8th. 6 amounts of work with the Twins do. It's Gordon, then a Buxton, and then a Rise. No action in the Rays bullpen still. 3-1 hitters count to the DH from Minnesota, Nick Gordon. Top of order follow, and that is in there on the cutter, full count to Gordon, who is 1 for 2 in the game. Gordon trying to get on. Sees the tie and run. 3-2 pitch, and his low ball 4 on the slurve. Good take by Gordon, and the number 9 batter, Nick Gordon, the Twins DH, gets on via the walk. And now it's Byron Buxton, who had a solo home run earlier. And another one up is JT Chargos in the Rays bullpen. Energy of Luber's in the yellow, but he's staying in the game for now. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, this should be 2. Fronto, second one, first! And Buxton beat it out by a hair again. He's have a couple of those. 1 on, 1 out now for Arise. He's 4 for 20 in the series with an RBI. Buxton might be stealing for all we know. And here comes a new pitcher from the Tampa Bay bullpen. Yes, 2 appearances in the postseason, 0-1 record. I believe he got the loss in Game 4. ERA is because he's only pitched 2/3 of an inning. It's 13.5. That's because he's only pitched 2/3 of an inning. Here we go, 2-2 pitch, 2 a rise. There goes Buxton, and that's ball 3. Throw to second, it's there, and Buxton's thrown out. And Buxton with a tying run is thrown out. It's ball 3. It was a 2-2 count. It's a 3-2 count. But Buxton's thrown out. Now it's a full count to a rise. Line drive. Rosarena's right there, and the inning's over. Twins due to the hit. And then a fielder's choice, and a caught stealing by Buxton, then a line out by a rise. Way to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 Tampa. There we go. Here's Brandon Lau. Joe Ryan still in the stand on Brandon Horrit. Jordan Balanovich, 6'5", 210 or 6'5", 215 pounds. He's a rookie, so years pro is 0. Here we go. His first appearance here in the postseason. Wow, 2 for 3. Ground ball right to Correa behind second. Throw to first is in time. It's due up in the 9th inning for the Twins. It'll be 3-4-5. It'll be what? Correa, Polanco, and Urshela. Here's Fronto at the RBI single right now. The difference in the game. 3-2 pitch now to Fronto. Ground ball to the other shortstop. Correa's got to hurry. Throw to first. Got him. 2 down. Now it's Austin Meadows. Still in the first. 1 for 3 game. Shift is on. Ground ball charging is Urshela, the Twins' third baseman. Throw to first, and an over. Last chance for the Twins in this game and in their season. We head to the ninth. 2-1 Rays in Game 5. Top 9, 3-4-5 do it for the Twins. Correa, Polanco, Urshela. They need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. As the Rays are 3 outs away from the ALCS. And here comes their closer, which I did not warm up because I forgot to. I actually forgot. So it looks like their closer's warming up for the Rays, but they're not leaving their setup man, which right now is still going for the save, I guess. Here we go. Correa's 0 for 3. He's dotted on, though. Foul ball corner. Infielders are protecting the lines. Tampa Bay closer is ready, warming up, but JT Charnos might just did the save himself. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball right field. Routine for Mardo. 1 down here in the 9th. As the Rays are 2 outs away from the ALCS, but in their way is Polanco and Urshela. Not much speed. Obviously, Buxton has speed, and he's caught stealing. Here's Polanco's also 0 for 3. He's down here. Shift is on. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Quickly 2 down, and the Rays are an out away from the ALCS. And the Twins are down their final out, and it's up to Urshela. Who's down. Here we go. 1 more out for the win for the Rays, trying to get to the ALCS. But in their way is Urshela. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball at the middle, and it's stopped by Lau. Throw to first. It's in time, and the Rays are going to the ALCS as they beat the Twins 2-1 here in Game 5 at home. As they let the setup man go the entire way, and I believe he'll get the save. But either way, the Rays are going to the ALCS as they beat the Twins here in Game 5 at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg 2-1. And that day winner RBI was that RBI single by Wander Franco, and with the 5th inning or 6th inning, and the Rays hung on the rest of the way. And the Rays will be playing the Astros in the ALCS. As the Rays beat the Twins 2-1 here in Game 5, and the Rays will be playing the Astros in the American League Championship Series. As the Twins unfortunately fall here, and unfortunately the Twins do fall here in the ALDS as the Rays beat the Twins. As the Rays beat the Twins 2-1 here in Game 5, and the Rays will be playing the Houston Astros in the ALCS. As the player of the game is Brandon Lau, had a solo home run for the Rays in the bottom of the 1st. Buxton had a solo home run for the Twins in the top of the 3rd. And then Wander Franco had an RBI single for the Rays in the bottom of the 5th. That made it 2-1 Rays, and then neither team scored in the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, or the 9th. As Corey Kluber gets the win, Joe Ryan gets the loss, and JT Charles, who went an inning and I believe 2/3, gets the save. As their closer was warming up in the Rays bullpen, the Rays closer was warming up in the Rays bullpen, but JT Charnos set him in for Tampa. One of the two set him in, and got all 5 outs he needed to. 5 down, including obviously 3 down the 9th. And the Twins unfortunately fall here in the ALDS as the Rays beat the Twins 2-1 here in Game 5, whereas the Rays beat the Twins 2-1 here in Game 5 of the ALDS. And the Tampa Bay Rays will be playing the Houston Astros in the ALCS. And obviously the ALCS, the NLCS, and the World Series, all 3 of those series are best-of-7 series. And obviously because the Twins are not in the ALCS now, because they're not in the ALCS, I'll do a coin toss off camera to determine if I'm filming the ALCS or the NLCS. And obviously you guys will find out if I'm filming the ALCS or the NLCS in the next episode, which hopefully will be on Saturday, June 11th. Because I've been trying to post an episode of this MLB Show 22 postseason series every other day. So hopefully the next episode of the series will be on Saturday, June 11th. Like I said, you'll find out in the next episode if I'm filming next episode of the series if I'm filming the ALCS or the NLCS, and of course I'm filming the World Series. Obviously, like I said, the ALCS, the NLCS, and the World Series, all 3 of those series are best-of-7 series. As you can now say to yourself, well, it's not rigged, because obviously you would think, with the Twins being my favorite team, that I would automatically have them win the World Series. But obviously that's not the case. As last year, my postseason bracket in MLB Show 21, they lost to the Blue Jays in the AL wildcard game. Here, they won the AL wildcard game again, and it's the Angels. Beat the Angels in the AL wildcard game, but unfortunately, they lose but unfortunately, they did beat the Twins did beat the Angels in the AL wildcard game, 3-2 in 13 innings, and a Luis Arraez walk-off RBI single. But unfortunately, the Twins lose to the Rays in the ALDS in 5 games. And the next episode of the series will be Game 1 of the NLCS, obviously the next episode of the series will be Game 1 of the ALCS or the NLCS. Obviously, like I said, the next episode of the series will be the next episode of the series will be Game 1 of the ALCS or the NLCS. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and the next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Green Bay Packers Madden 22 franchise series. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Time for the closing. No board if it's up. Time for the closing. No board if it's up, hit the like button. If it's episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you have yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 7 of the MLB Show 20. And I'm going to see you in episode number 7 of the MLB Show 22 postseason series. See you in episode number 7. I need a lot of bacon and dough, Rays and dough Twins.